You know, every time I start to doubt myself and the things that I say, it only takes a moment of pausing and remembering of everything that is happening on this planet right now. And then I'm reminded instantly none of this is crazy. I'm Deb. I like to share my human experience to help others with their human experiences. I don't really know what else to call it. I refuse to niche down on a thing, and I've spent my whole life sharing my story because it's a unique one, and yours is a unique one. And it's not as much of my story being a unique story that's worth sharing, as much of it is a lot of it's quite embarrassing, really. And the fact that I have the confidence to be able to speak the truth of what my experience is like. I'm not denying it. I'm not watering it down. Actually, I am watering it down because like this is internet and I don't need all my business out there. It's so much more intense than what I ever release publicly. So just know that whatever you're going through, you are going through it for transformation, right? Like that is the purpose of Earth is a remembering, is transforming. You don't necessarily have to choose that. If you haven't watched The Matrix, there's always the option, the red pill and the blue pill. But once you wake up, it's I don't there is no going back. But if you wake up without the resilience that's needed to get you through, if you do fall back, you're probably going to fall like it is not glamorous. It's not rainbows. It's not unicorns right off the bat. It is dark. It is rebuilding. It is burning things down to rise from the ashes, right? Like it's a beautiful experience, but it's going to require discipline and resilience. And so if you have this desire inside of you that you know there's more, there's bigger, there's better, and you're just not sure where that crossover point is, that crossover point is you're probably experiencing a lot of karmic lessons right now. Character building lessons. Character building lessons. But they're needed for the foundation for what you're about to experience. This earth can be such a fun game. And many of us have been led to believe that we have to struggle and suffer and work hard to receive. And that's just not true. I feel like I started this video in a sense that I feel really shy talking about God because it's kind of something new to me. Um, I'm going to grab a drink of water. Just one moment. Make sure my microphone still shows green. Where I live now was a quantum leap to get here. And before this quantum leap, I remember my future self sending me messages to help me make the right choices to lead me to where I am now. I've been where where was that's listening to those quantum jumps is powerful. Listening to those nudges that your future self sends you is powerful. Listening to the nudges that your ancestors and past lives send you are powerful. I'm pretty sure I skipped track on subject there, but it's whatever's coming up is coming up, right? Like, I remember there was an argument when I was in the process of leaving one town and going to a next. And I remember very specifically my mother telling me, you just need to find God. You just need God. And that set me off. I was not happy with that comment. And almost coming up on almost a year ago, I was having a conversation with my mom that was kind of along the same lines. 15 years ago, it was little child me yelling something, and she very calmly said that back. And a year ago, this was a different conversation, but kind of the same subject. And, you know, she didn't say anything about God because she could see that I was learning on my own this time. She could see I was coming around on my own. And here I am almost a year out, and everything that has happened within this last year that has held me through has been thanks to God and a faith that I'm the last person that you would expect to take it to that level, I feel like. I was so adamant about not calling it God, not believing in a man or something that would have all that power. But there is something that is bigger than us, that has all power, and does appreciate to be called God. I appreciate to be called by my name. God has made it known. His name is God. Her name, was that something that's changed through history? I'm not sure. I am unisexual. That's all. There is an orchestration to the geometry and the science of everything. It's a very beautiful language. And as a human, you will never understand it all. And in fact, as being human, everything will have a paradoxical point of view, because that's what this is like here. The duality. You hear me talk about a new earth, and what the new earth is not, it really is so simple. It's not scary. It's not big and like, oh, the earth is separating. I mean, it is, but it's like, it's not. It's coexisting with others while respecting your own world and just existing in your own bubble with people that vibe like you do. Basically, it's it's not living in survival, right? It's understanding that things aren't just material items that we have pulled out of the earth and shaped and formed in a factory and put them on a store shelf. It's understanding it's more than that. It's understanding that you can't have fake communication through social media and call that community. It is understanding the multidimensional aspect of what a human being is, of the different vibrations of what we are, of understanding our brain is a receiver of all the information that is out there. It's understanding that our heart creates a wave. It creates energy and waves out there that create it. It creates matter. It creates people and situations and fun and love and joy. I was in a very dark place many times over the last easily 5 years. And recently, it could just be crazy, but since bringing God and faith on board as my teammates, bringing God in as my supporter, bringing myself love and the love of I am and the love of everyone, and just doing everything backed by love and treating every situation that comes at me and my family with just love. Like, the peace and joy has I has been something I like. It's almost scary because I haven't experienced this to this level. And it could just be that for the first time, I live in a house that I know I don't have to leave if I don't want to. My child is 17 years old and he's moved like 13 or 14 times. Today I bought a plant that flowers knowing I'm going to be here next year when it flowers if I choose to be, not by dictation of another person, of a partner or economy or jobs. Like I am set and grounded in knowing I get to choose to be wherever I want to be. But also I work with God, so he works through me as a vessel, and now I guess I go wherever God wants me to be. And I'm sharing this because it feels really good. And if you're in a place that doesn't feel so good and yummy and happy and joyful and peaceful, it's like a big warm hug. Then, like, maybe I really hope maybe this will inspire and encourage you and resonate that there's something to this. 1111, right? When I said that, like, come on. If you're watching this video, there is something. There is a message for you in one of my videos. Go and find what resonates with you for your message, because there's unusual things that pop up. Even if so, and even find video. This is how you find messages that are meant for you. You look at titles, you look at the energy, you look at the photos, and you just decide what calls to you, and you click on it, and you hit play, and then you go about your business, right? Like, you don't need to sit there and watch it. You can if the body language is something that excites you, and but you really don't have to. You can start doing some chores, and you don't have to watch a whole video. You can jump around and just, you're always going to be guided to the message that you need. If you don't have time for a 20-minute video, you don't need a 20-minute video. The words and the messages will find you in the timing that it needs to find you. And sometimes you do need a 20-minute video, because sometimes you just need a 20-minute pep talk. Pep talks are amazing. I like, if it's not my videos you're listening to, go and find other videos to listen to fill your brain and your subconscious with the reprogramming of awesomeness that you deserve. I realize I have two microphones on. I really hope the audio on this works. We're just trying an experiment here. I tested it and it worked at the beginning, but I've also tested three videos today, and all three I tested before and they failed. Maybe it's only two. I don't. Maybe it's three. Yes. Well, beautiful people. By the time the end of these videos come through, I'm not even sure what's said, because it's always just such a flow, and it's a channeling of a sort. I just allow to come through what comes through, because it is meant for you if you are the one receiving this. My name's Deb. I share the human experience to help you gain confidence in your human experience, channeling messages from the light, encouraging love and light from the support of our God, following faith to level up. Like, comment, subscribe, all those fun things. And yep, have a blessed day, everyone.